morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It is Coach Koffe here in the great state of Texas, aka H-Town, coming to you guys this morning. You know, I had said before that I was going to make a commitment to you guys to bring you more content and have more discussions with you on a regular basis. So this is what I am doing. I am bringing more content and having more discussions with you guys on a regular basis so we can get to know each other and build this incredible relationship via social media, and sometimes for those that know me or will get to know me in person as well. Nonetheless, this morning I was in my mirror. I tell you guys all the time about the mirror motivation. You know, mirror motivation is extremely important, that you spend time in your mirror having a discussion with you regarding you, having a discussion with you about what you intend to do, how you intend to get there, what tools you're going to have in place, and the consistency of which you're going to be doing it. So I wanted to share with you guys about the mirror motivation. Mirror motivation is simply this: you get in front of that mirror every single morning with your flaws and alls. I never ever do mirror motivation with makeup on. The reason why I don't do it with makeup on is because that's not the raw, rare version of myself. That's the what I call enhancement version of myself. But in order to do this mirror motivation, you got to do it raw and rare. And actually, to be quite frank with you and extremely transparent, I do it while I'm naked. Another reason why I do that is because I have accepted my flaws, okay? Acceptance of flaws is magical, you guys. I'm talking about it will change your life forever when you accept your flaws. All the stretch marks from giving birth to my 3 humans, all of the things from, having certain things manifest in my life, all the scars are there from getting in fights and cellulite, whatever it is, it's all there. In my face, I had acne later on in my adulthood. After I had my 3rd child, I started having adult acne. I never had it as a teenager, so it started to manifest when I was around 30 years old. So I have these little ugly little black blotches on my face. But you know what? When I see myself, I like what I see, flaws and all, okay? So when I do the mirror motivation, I do it naked and without makeup. I'm talking about totally rare, raw self. I'm talking about my authentic self. As rare and raw as I can get is in my nudity. And I'm just sharing this with you guys in a moment of transparency, because I think it's very important that we talk, and we talk candidly, and we talk authentically as possible to each other, so that we can build a solid relationship, not a relationship based on fiction, but a relationship that's built on facts. So in the mirror motivation, when you get up in the morning and you see yourself as yourself, in your raw state of existence, talk to yourself. If you don't like what you see, talk to yourself about why you don't like what you see. And if it's something that you can actually change, go ahead and change it. I'm not talking about surgical procedures, ladies, and germs. I'm talking about if you can naturally change it, change it. If you have to do it in an unnatural capacity, I don't recommend you do that. That is something that is not the real raw version of yourself. And and at that point, in my personal opinion, you're not telling the truth anymore. So anyway, that's just my opinion now. Hey, no judgment zone, honey. If you want to lift them breasts high to your neck, go ahead and lift them. If you want to lift your behind so high, people see you coming 3 miles away, do what you do, boo. I'm just saying, as for me, if I can't change it naturally, then guess what? It ain't going to be changed. So the mirror motivation is what we're talking about this morning. Getting in that mirror and talking to yourself, building a rapport with yourself, building a relationship with yourself. The most important person in your life is not somebody outside yourself, but it's you. You're the most important person in your life. You're the person that you got to deal with every single day, whether you want to deal with you or not. Guess what? You are going to live with you regardless of whatever happens in your life, and whoever else is around you, you're going to live with you. And so it's very, very important that we have these mirror motivations, okay? That you stand there in that mirror and you have a conversation with yourself. Share the love that you have for yourself. Share the wisdom that you have within yourself. Share the loyalty that you will have for yourself. I'm talking about the things things that you may have forfeited in times past, you can correct them today. Okay, you can change your life forever in this very moment, in this very day, in this very hour. You can change your life forever. It starts in the mirror. You know the song that Michael Jackson did, I'm starting with the man in the mirror. When you look in that mirror, who do you see? Who is the man in the mirror? And you can use it, say one man in the mirror. Whatever you got to do what you do to talk to you. Mirror motivations. When you get out that bed in the morning and you get up and you go in that bathroom and the first thing you do is relieve your bladder. The second thing you need to do is get in that mirror and have a conversation with yourself about the day that lies ahead. And the best time to do it is before daybreak. Something happens when you talk to yourself before daybreak, before that sun manifests in the sky. And you've had this conversation with yourself and you built this relationship and you defined the day. And I'm telling you, when you command the morning, your day never is the same. It's not the same. Even when adversity and challenges and things come up in your life, it's still not the same because you've had that mirror motivation. You've spent time with you. You've spent time in honesty. You spent time in tranquility. You spent time in truth. You spent time in connecting to you, to building that relationship with yourself. I'm talking about mirror motivation. Give yourself, if it's 5 minutes, if it's 2 minutes, if you really don't like yourself, you might have to do it for 30 seconds, my Lord, today, okay? Because some of us really don't like ourselves, and I'm not going to talk about that today. That's on another topic, another time, and another discussion, okay? That's another ministry that we're not going to deal with today, okay? We just going to keep on with the mirror motivations, but if you really don't like yourself, you may have to do it for just 30 seconds, and then build up to 1 minute, then 2, then 5, and then like myself, you might end up in that mirror for 2 or 3 hours dealing with whatever you need to deal with and to get yourself in a space where you need to be. If you forfeited, like I said before, in times past, doing the things that you know you need to do, know that you have to do in order for you to become the person that you say you want to be, I'm telling you, when people say they want to be and do something, guess what? That comes with a price that you and only you can pay. Nobody else can make that payment for you. You have to make that payment for yourself. And so when you get in that mirror and you have those conversations with yourself, you say, I will, I shall, and I am going to do whatever I got to do to get to where I know I want to go. I'm talking about mirror motivations. I'm talking about these conversations can get real ugly, honey. I'm talking about real ugly. You see this face I'm making? That's the kind of conversations I'm talking about. Mirror motivations. I'm talking about the ugly talk. Every day that you talk to yourself is not going to be pretty and pearly like these pearls right here. It's not going to be pretty pearly. Sometimes it's going to be the stuff that you did that was poison to your own soul. The stuff that you did that tainted your own spirit. Come on, y'all. You know we've done some things to ourselves that we're not very proud of. I don't care who you are, how much money you earn, where you live, wherever you came from. The vast majority of human beings have done something that they just, it leave a bitter taste in your own mouth about your own behavior, okay? So mirror motivation. Get in the mirror, talk to yourself, build that relationship, build that rapport, honey. Build yourself up to a space to where you can grow and glow. Grow and glow, not just grow, but glow to where the light of who you are shines so bright that people can't help but to notice and take notice of your process and who you have become. And then you can testify, because you know a testimony only comes with a test, and all of us got to have a testimony. That's how we overcome, is by our testimony, the words that we share with others to help them to get out of the situations that they found themselves in, to add value to other humans besides ourselves. So mirror motivation, baby. Get in that mirror, have a conversation with yourself, have a conversation with your inner being. Talk to that person, the man, the woman in the mirror. Start with them before you open your mouth to speak to anybody else. In the mornings, sometimes you need to talk to you first. You know, even when I was married, a lot of times, wow, my husband was still asleep because I always got up much earlier than he did. When he was still asleep, I would get up and do my morning talk, and then I would talk to him. But I wouldn't do anything until I talked to that mirror. And when you're talking to the mirror, guess who you're talking to? You're talking to the creator of the universe, because the creator of the universe lives on the inside of you. And so when you're talking to that mirror, guess who you're talking to? You're talking to the creator of the universe. You're expressing and you're building up that relationship. It's a form of prayer if you don't know. It's a form of prayer when you get in that mirror and you start talking to yourself. And I'm talking about after you've dealt with whatever your defect is, then it's time to encourage, edify, and strengthen yourself and build yourself up from that place. And the more you do it, the better you will become. The more you do it, the more accepting you'll become of who you are. The more you do it, the more balanced your life will be. The more you do it, the more you will enjoy your journey. I'm telling you, you guys, mirror motivation can change the trajectory of how you define and think of yourself. It is important that we understand that we need to be thinking of ourselves first, not higher than who you are, not above yourself and with a lot of ego, but in a very humble, transformative way, thinking about who and what you intend to become. You guys, my name is Koffe Brown. I'm in the great state of Texas by way of Houston, and I wanted to spend a little bit of time with you guys this morning as I promised. And I am a woman of my word, and I do exactly what I say I'm going to do. So I wanted to get on here this morning and just encourage and edify you guys and build you guys up and talk to you about mirror motivation. It's time you spend time with the man and the woman in the mirror. You guys having an absolutely amazing day. Safe journeys to everyone here in the state of Texas and Houston. The weather will be inclement today, so you guys need to be careful on the highways and byways. But in the meantime, in between time, miracles and blessings be unto you all. DM me if you want a free discovery session with me for my coaching services, Destined for Greatness, life coaching services. I would love to assist you in becoming consistent so that you can control your destiny and become the person that you've envisioned and seen in your imagination. Happy travels, safe journeys, and have an incredible money-making Monday on purpose.